Welcome viewers. In the topic work energy and power, today we will discuss conservation of mechanical energy. As you all know, mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy of a system or of an object. If only conservative forces are acting on a body, then its mechanical energy is said to be conserved. What will happen if frictional force, that is non-conservative force, some external force is also acting on the body? Then how will you prove this conservation of mechanical energy, or what will be the conservation rule? Look, mechanical energy, as it is the sum of kinetic plus potential energy, if I consider a situation where an object is placed at the spring stop, lower end of the spring is here fixed, this object is in contact with the wall, this is wall. The weight of the object will act vertically downward, gravitational force. Friction will oppose its coming down, so this will be the force of friction. I will write with the non-conservative force. F external is applied so that it will come down, that's why its coming downward motion will be opposed by the frictional force. So if this is the force external which is applied, this will be the normal reaction Fn. So if the object is under the effect of conservative and non-conservative forces, what will happen when the spring will be compressed here? Then this will be the spring force also. We have read in the previous video also that spring force, gravitational force are the conservative force. How many forces are acting here? F external plus F gravitational plus F non-conservative, that is frictional force, plus normal reaction plus Fs spring, all these forces. Then what is F net? And as per Newton's second law, net force is equal to mass into acceleration. What is acceleration? You know A is dv by dt, and you can write here multiplying and dividing this expression by dx. What will you write here? This dv by this dx by dt, he can write in this way, into dv by dx. This dx by dt can be written as v. Then what A, acceleration, can be written as v dv by dx. So if you write F net, then it will be written as m into v dv by dx. Integrate on both sides and bring dx on this side. What will you get here? This F net into dx equal to mv dv. What I am talking about here, this is initial velocity u. If this is the final velocity v, then what it will become? This m, this v square by 2, this u to v. And what is here? This force into displacement, work done. This is the work energy theorem, as you can write here mv final square minus mv u square initial. So final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. This is the work energy theorem. Why I told here in the conservation of mechanical energy? Because from this theorem we can get the conservation of mechanical energy, or the mechanical energy when all forces are acting, conservative as well as non-conservative. Look here, this is the work done by all these forces. Out of these forces, gravitational force and spring force, what are they? Conservative force. So we can write here this W due to all forces as W due to conservative forces, taking G and S, work done, plus W due to external force, this is, plus W due to frictional force, that is non-conservative force. What will be the work done by this force? That will be work done by this reaction will be 0, because spring will be compressing downward here, look in the downward direction, and this reactionary force is perpendicular to it. So, work done by force and displacement being perpendicular will be 0. So, what will be here? We can write here, this will be change of kinetic energy, that is final minus initial kinetic energy. We have read that potential energy, look, I told that potential energy, that is the change in potential energy. Look, in the previous video I described the change of potential energy is the negative of the work done due to all conservative forces. Put here, what will you get? That W external plus W non-conservative force, that is friction, will be equal to delta K. What is this WC? If you write here, this WC will become conservative force, whatever the work is done by the conservative forces, that is, you will write here change of potential energy with minus. So, what will you get here? This WC is replaced by minus delta U, you bring here, then it will become plus delta U. This is the expression that what is delta kinetic change in kinetic energy plus change in potential energy. So, you can also write it as Kf final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy plus final potential energy minus initial potential energy. So, you can also write here, this is the mechanical energy final, if you write Kf plus Uf and minus here Ki plus Ui. So, this is final mechanical energy minus initial mechanical energy. Why? Because mechanical energy is the sum of kinetic energy, change in kinetic energy plus change in potential energy. So, if you write here, this is final mechanical minus initial mechanical energy, then it is the expression showing that in presence of non-conservative forces and external forces, this is the expression. What we read normally when there is no frictional force and no external force, if these are 0, then simply we read here that if no external force and no force of friction, that is non-conservative, then delta K plus delta U equal to 0, or you can write mechanical energy final minus mechanical energy initial is equal to 0, or mechanical energy final equal to mechanical energy initial. You put here 0, you will get this. Normally, this is proved that for no frictional force and no external force, this is mechanical energy. How will you prove the mechanical energy constant for a body falling freely? This you have done earlier, that at any height if the body is placed, then how the mechanical energy of the body will remain conserved. So, conservation of mechanical energy for a freely falling body. Suppose this is the body at height h. This is the point A. What will be the potential energy? As you know, mgh. Why? Because if you suppose that at this point potential energy is 0, only the potential energy, mgh at a height h. Since the object is at rest, so what will be the kinetic energy? 0. Suppose this point is A, I am writing here this Ka. What will be the velocity here? Va equal to 0. It falls up to this point. Let this position is B. how much distance it has taken, x. How much this height is left, h minus x. What is the velocity here at point B? How will you write VB? You know, v square equal to u square plus 2gh. U is 0, initial velocity is 0. Then what will be v? Under root 2gx. Therefore, what will be kb? Half m vb square. That is half into 2 will be cancelled, mgx. What will be potential energy here? This ub equal to mgh minus x. So again, what will be the potential and kinetic energy? You have seen here at point A the total energy. This is what is total energy? mgh. What is here total energy? If you write this mgx, mgx will be cancelled, again mgh. Similarly at the point C, what will be the potential energy? No height, no potential energy, and what will be Vc under root 2gh. Therefore kinetic energy, that is under root half m Vc square, that is 2gh, 2 will be cancelled. So mgh, this will be the total energy. What we have seen, this body at certain height has stored energy. As I told, what is potential energy? The energy is stored due to its position. So at certain height, and at the expense of this potential energy, as it will fall down, it starts falling, the potential energy starts decreasing, but at the same moment kinetic energy starts increasing. So what conservation means, k or u can decrease or increase, but the sum of k plus u will remain constant. So here we have seen that every point ABC, the potential energy in net remains constant, but kinetic energy here 0, here it has some value, here it is maximum. Potential energy here maximum, kinetic energy here maximum. In between we have seen both the energies. So this is the conservation of mechanical energy in case of free fall. What about, we have seen that in case of spring, how will you find the conservation of energy? How will you show? Here some in questions it is also asked that if this is the energy in the free fall we have just derived, and this is the height, then this is the graph which shows that the conservation of energy is represented by this graph. This is the height. At maximum height, what will be maximum? Potential energy. And as the energy height graph is drawn like this, what is this dotted line? This shows the total energy. This shows the kinetic energy, and as height is h maximum, this is the potential energy. So draw the graph, it is asked. Similarly, in case of spring, if a block is attached with the spring which is fixed at one end, and this is the normal length of the spring, what happens if the block is pulled by some external force applied, so that spring force is in this direction, applied force is in this direction, and extension in the spring, when maximum extension takes place, that is xm. This is negative, this is positive, as we have discussed earlier. What is the spring force and the work done by that? It is minus half k xm square. This we have seen. How the energy conservation, you will find what will be the maximum velocity. Look here, at the maximum stretch position or the compressed position, that is plus minus xm. At this position, this is called extreme position. We have seen potential energy is maximum, and that is potential energy is given by half k xm square. Potential energy is maximum, block is at rest here, therefore kinetic energy is 0. At some intermediate stage, suppose at display stretch portion is x, the extension in length is x, then if x is less than xm and greater than minus xm, then spring will have both the energies, kinetic plus potential. Kinetic energy will be half mv square and potential energy will be half kx square. As per conservation rule, mechanical energy will remain conserved. What is the total energy? This is half kxm square. So what will you write here? That half kxm square is equal to half mv square plus half kx square. Why this expression is written like this? To calculate what will be the velocity of the spring, this block, when it is in the intermediate stage between the maximum potential energy and maximum kinetic energy. That is, in that stage it has both the energies. Then how will you find V? Look here, what will be the half will be cancelled, then what will be the V square? This will be k by m and this will be xm square minus x square and its under root. So in this way velocity can be calculated. What will be maximum velocity? Velocity will be maximum when the equilibrium position. So at equilibrium position, what will you write here? At equilibrium position x will be 0. Then put here x0. What will you get here? Half k xm square equal to half m v square. This will be V maximum. So what will be V maximum? That will be under root k by m and xm outside the square root. So in this way, what will be the maximum velocity of the block? This. What will be the expression of kinetic energy, graphical expression for kinetic energy and potential energy? So look here, in case of a spring, if this is the total energy and if you take this is the minus xm and this is the plus xm position, this is the x, then what will be the other graph for potential energy? You will find here that this. So look, this is the kinetic energy and this is the potential energy. So in case of free fall and in case of spring attached with the block, how the conservation of mechanical energy we have seen and what is the graphical expression for the kinetic energy and potential energy. Now if we see one numerical, based on the conservation of energy. Actually, work energy theorem is the ultimate theorem. It is valid in all cases. Conservation of mechanical energy is used in case of when frictional force is present or non-conservative force is present or it is absent. If there is a question given that a vehicle is running in this direction with certain speed, its mass is given and it presses the spring whose force constant k is given. Whenever it will hit the spring, find what will be the maximum compression in the spring. If the surface is smooth, what is this? There is no friction. Then kinetic energy of the vehicle will be converted to give the potential energy of the spring in the compressed position. what will you write here? Is simply half mv square, that kinetic energy will be utilized to compress it, then it will become, this is half kx square. So in this way you will solve that potential energy of the spring and kinetic energy of the spring. You will write here, this expense of kinetic energy will be stored in the form of potential energy of the spring. You can find whatever is asked. This will be the maximum compression. You write here xm, all the things are given, you can utilize. If the surface is not smooth, friction is also acting there. What will happen? If friction is present, then what will happen? The spring will be compressed, and look here that at the surface in this direction and in this direction, this will be the friction. Because the friction is present here, then how will you find that what will be the force applied by the spring? That is here you will write, this is kx, this is the force of friction, this is the force applied by the friction. Then what will you write? Expression to solve the numerical, any of the numerical, the values will be given. Then how will you write? This half kxm square. Look here how I am utilizing this expression for half kxm square plus work done by this frictional force. What is this? Mu mg into x, whatever is the expression, and that will be equal to the kinetic energy. What is the kinetic energy? This is half mv square, and this will become 0 when it will fully compress. Then you can find. In this way you can solve the question. There is another problem in which an particle is of mass m and it is moving in a horizontal circle of radius r. If it is moving in a horizontal circle of radius r and it is given that the centripetal force at the object of mass m is given minus k upon r square. Find its total energy. Look the mechanical energy question. How will you find the potential energy? U is minus work done due to conservative force. What is conservative force? You can write this is minus F into dr. What is F? Minus k r square. This is dr. This will become integration k into r to the power minus 2 dr. What will you get here? This minus k by r, using the integration formula that r to the power minus 2 plus 1 upon minus 2 plus 1. What is kinetic energy? You know, centripetal force formula is mv square by r. So mv square by r equal to this k r square. So what will be mv square? You will get here k by r. So half mv square is the kinetic energy. What will you get? Kinetic energy as half mv square, that is k by 2r. Therefore total energy, what will you get? This minus k by r plus k by 2r, that is minus k by 2r. So in this way, how to solve the question? Using the potential energy, change of potential energy, as this is the expression for change of potential energy, and this is the kinetic energy. So if you utilize the given expressions, mechanical energy when the conservative forces are absent, external force is absent, then total mechanical energy due to all conservative forces remains constant. When non-conservative are absent and external forces are absent, only then mechanical energy, that is sum of kinetic energy plus potential energy, will remain conserved. This is the conservation of mechanical energy. I hope you must have enjoyed it.